Welcome to Reach the World ASAP. My name is Pastor Scott Griswold, the Associate Director for ASAP Ministries, and I'm excited today to be able to introduce you to a new friend of mine, Pastor Will Jame from the Paradise Valley Seventh-day Adventist Church in San Diego. The reason I'm wanting to interview and talk with you is because I've been able to see online different mission reports, exciting things happening in San Diego at your church. And so I just want to hear what's happening, have you share briefly with them, and then I want to hear how you got into it. So,
thank you, Pastor Scott. It's a privilege to share with you. The Paradise Valley Church have just been following God, really. God has been opening doors for us, and we've just been stepping through. It really started several years ago when the recession hit. Our community services says we've got to do more for our community. They've been giving away day-old bread to 30, 40 families, and they says we've got to do more. So I advertised on Craigslist actually for a walk-in cooler. And at first the company contacted me and says, we're a company that installs them. If you get one given to you, call us and we will go take it down and reassemble it for you free of cost. And the next week I got a call from a florist who says, I'm going out of business, I've got a walk-in cooler you can have. And so God gave us a walk-in cooler, and we started contacting stores and working with food banks and started giving away food, real food, produce, and good food.
So
and
not just cans, but really tasty, good things,
good
fresh
things
that you could share.
fresh that are more expensive and harder for people to get. And so that first year we gave away 1,000 pounds of food a week on average.
Wow, that
And
sounds like a lot.
We thought we were doing a lot, but that was just the beginning. We're giving away 11,000 pounds of food a week now.
Wow.
We have about 145 people working in our ministry, volunteering and spending time, a lot of them almost full-time in our ministry. And from that ministry has grown a lot more.
So before you go on to the more, tell me who was coming, what kind of people were you meeting? Pretty diverse group, right?
It was the people in our community, which comes from many different nationalities, but basically poor people that are having a tough time making ends meet.
And refugees, part of that?
Well, we didn't initially have refugees coming because transportation is an issue for them. But one of my elders was a former refugee from Vietnam War days.
Oh, wow.
He had been a highest order Buddhist monk in Laos, and in the refugee camps had been converted to Adventism, and was responsible himself to help to convert over 1,000 more.
Wow.
While he was in the camps.
That's amazing.
And he's been working for years with the refugees, just quietly, the Laotian refugees in San Diego. And when we got the food ministry going, he says, can I take some of this food to my Laotian refugees? We said, of course. And so he started taking food to 20 or so families every Tuesday. And in that same apartment complex were a group of Bhutanese refugees. And they saw this food coming and says, we need some food. Can you bring food to us? And he says, sure, I'll bring you food. And so he started taking food to about 60 families. And he is still doing that today, 8 years later.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and these Bhutanese soon said, well, who are you? What are you? And he told them about our church, and he says, we want to come to church. But they didn't have transportation. We didn't have transportation. So I borrowed a bus to my Sunday church. They don't use it on Saturday anyway. And we started bringing them to church. But they didn't speak English, and we didn't speak Bhutanese or Nepalese as we learned they spoke. We said, well, what can we best do for them?
So you're helping the people with a lot of food, you're making friendships, but you want to do more for them. What happened next?
That's right. We found that actually the refugees are required to spend 35 hours a week in an English language school / job training program, or they lose their benefits.
Wow.
And that's only for about a 3-year term, and they lose it anyway. So we saw these Bhutanese and thought, they're going to be on the street pretty soon. We've got to do something to help them. And so we started an English language school and a job training program. We've opened a thrift store where they can work now and get job skills, and we can give them references and we can get them into work. We have already helped over 100 families get off of the welfare and become self-sufficient in our community.
You're making friends for life.
We're making friends for life.
Connected.
And they're coming to church. We're now translating on Sabbath morning into 7 languages.
Wow. So by what? By
FM headsets.
FM headsets.
You know, and God is just blessing our ministry. The most recent door we have stepped through is the Arabic/Muslim ministry, and God is just opening that door wide open for us.
That's exciting.
God has brought us a couple people who speak Arabic, who have had experience working with Muslims. They're actually working in the mosque, teaching New Start health program in Arabic.
They're teaching New Start health programs in Arabic in the mosque.
That's right.
That's beautiful. What a wonderful gift of love.
And making just wonderful friends. We have 35 families studying the Bible with us.
Oh, that is so exciting. So if a church sees this kind of diversity in their community but not inside their church, what would you suggest to a pastor or a member on how to get started?
Pray, first of all.
Pray, okay.
Ask God to open your doors. It won't be the same doors He opens for us.
Sure.
But if you make yourself willing and open, God will provide the ministry. I've told my members over and over, if you see a need, it's because God expects you to do something about that need.
Wow.
And if you'll step out in faith to meet that need, He'll provide the resources.
That's fantastic. So if somebody wants to help provide resources for all the things you're doing, where would they go? Do you have a website we can share?
We do have a website, friendshipsforhope.org.
Friendships4hope.org. Okay, .org.
That's plural.
Excellent.
Friendships, plural, for hope.org. And they can give right there on our website, and we'll be happy to send them a receipt.
Thank you so much. Looking forward to what God continues to do there. And I hope those who are listening, you will take a look at our website, reachtheworldnextdoor.com, for more ideas on how to reach out to the immigrants, the refugees, and the international students around you. We're excited what God's going to do. As we reach out together, let's reach the world ASAP.